Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alaykum assalam wa rahmatullah.
First of all, we would like to thank Sheikh Muhammad for this informative khutbah. May Allah reward him. Every once in a while, he comes from Najran, 6 hours driving back and forth for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. May Allah reward him. May Allah bless him and Dr. Muhammad too. He came here just to instruct us, to give us this informative khutbah. When you look at this khutbah, when you look especially at two of the pillars of Islam, which is concluded by festivals, fasting and pilgrimage, what's the wisdom? To show us that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants to relieve us. Spread joy and merriment among your family members. It's kind of worship when you spread joy to your loved ones, your family members, your father, your mother, your children, to show that our deen, alhamdulillah, make a balance between the physical and the spiritual. Today we are very, very pleased and we are very, very honored by having Dr. Abdullah with us. He is the one who established or the founder of this place. He started 37 years ago by a small office, 3.5 by 3, small. And now it reaches more than 270 countries, alhamdulillah. Our message reaches the whole world by the effort of this man. He talked the talk and he walked the walk. We would like to ask him to come here to give us, some valuable words. تفضل يا دكتور عبد الله يحفظك.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وآله وصحبه ومن والاه. الحمد لله على نعمة الإسلام وأعظم وأكرم بها من نعمة وأصلي وأسلم على رسول الله. My dear respected brothers, there isn't much to say after these two speeches. The khutbah, the first and the second khutbah by Sheikh Muhammad, who, as Sheikh Saleh said, he come all this way in order to benefit all of us. And to usually, I like so many things about Sheikh Muhammad, but one of the main things is his timely speech, his timely sermon. He goes with the occasion, he goes with the time. We concluded the fasting for Ramadan, asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept. Then we have the Eid. So, as Sheikh Saleh said, yes, Islam is a complete way of life. It, gratifies the soul and gratifies the physics or the body. And that's why we celebrate the Eid, to thank Allah for concluding the fasting and also the big Eid during Al-Hajj. So he gave us the outlines of the way that we should abide. Unfortunately, we notice certain social phenomenon, and he mentioned some of them, that maybe we overlook, but on the long run, we will lose our Islamic identity if we take this social phenomenon easily. Jazakallah khair. He pinpointed these things that in the long run, they are not easy, things. We should be not only cautious, but over cautious about these things related to haircut and all these things. Then we come to Sheikh Saleh Jazakallah Khair, who's doing a lot of service for Islam. I know him for years and years. And he mentioned that, yes, this place, 37 years ago, was established in a very humble way. It was a small room. I never dreamt that this small room will address 217 not only countries but also islands in the Pacific Ocean, in the Atlantic Ocean, in the North Pole, and so on. So what my message to you, my message not to brag of these things. Yes, I am grateful to Allah for it, but my message from mentioning this is, don't belittle anything that you do for Islam. You notice that you do something little, but Allah blesses and multiply this thing, So don't allow Satan and his insinuation to come to you and say, oh, this is marginal, this is simple, you are not qualified. Don't give Satan the chance. Do whatever you can in this short life. It is a short life, and you know better than me, it is a short life. I mean, when I think about these 37 years, as if it was yesterday. So time passes. Then I conclude by saying that we do have a program called EDPR, Electronic Dawah Project. You wouldn't imagine the emails that reaches to us daily from all over the place. The latest was from a small island in the Pacific Ocean called Samoa. When I looked in Carta, it is a kind of atlas, I noticed that it is a very small, tiny island in the Pacific, the big Pacific Ocean. It is neither near to Australia and New Zealand, nor to the western boundaries of the United States. It is in the mid of the Pacific Ocean. But I remember, and I know, and I am reminded that the Prophet, peace be upon him, said, this affair, that is Islam, will reach wherever the sun shines on. In different ways, the whole world. So when we receive this email asking for books, this reminds me of what Sheikh Saleh said, that yes, Islam is spreading all over the world. And you wouldn't believe it. It's not only average Christians who correspond with us. We receive requests from nuns, priests, and people who are running religious, comparative religion in different universities and so on. So the English proverb say, make hay while the sun is shining. And we say, in Islam, that seize the chance. You cannot grant your life. Nobody can. So do something. Whatever, even it could be a smile, it could be advice, it could be a small dua that you make for yourself and your brothers and sisters. So do something for Islam, because Islam doesn't need us. It has its own power within its, itself. But we need to offer something, to have something that will go with us when we are in that grave, and nothing is left except good deeds. So with this I conclude. I don't want to take much of your time, but again I conclude with what I started with, by thanking Sheikh Muhammad Jazakallah Khair, who comes to enlighten us and to refresh us by these very informative, as Sheikh Saleh said, sermons. And also I thank Sheikh Saleh, and also I thank the board of this place, the Society of Dawah in Abha, who are doing a lot of job and a lot of things, and they are one of the distinguished Islamic societies throughout the kingdom, if not throughout the world. Again, I congratulate you for the Eid and pray to Allah to accept our deeds. And آخر دعوانا الحمد لله رب العالمين.
جزاك الله خير.
ناخذ صورة جماعية.